Like many people, I have been incredibly disturbed by the ongoing rhetoric about, oh, it's not the guns, it's the people, it's mental illness, it's bad parenting. Aside from, to me, the blatantly obvious, it's the guns, stupid. Let's take for a moment the idea that it's bad parenting, that it's mental illness. Sometimes those things could contribute. Although I will say that many people have bad childhoods and don't do these things. And that mentally ill people are far more likely to be the victim of violence than the perpetrators. But let's set those realities aside and say that the mental illness and bad parenting are entirely to blame. What if today we could flip a switch and have mental illness fixed and parenting, have the best parents ever? We still have a generation to get through before the bad stuff, everybody ages out and stops pew-pewing each other. Kind of like watching a house burn down and going, yeah, well, they shouldn't have had that dry tree in there. Like, okay, well, we can address the safety of Christmas trees, but there's literally a house burning right now. What can we do to stop the house from burning right now? We can address fire safety in other ways, and please, yes, let's do that. And then another analogy, as a woman, I need to take certain steps to try to increase the chances of being safe. At night, you are vigilant. Even during the day when you get into your car, you lock it immediately. You don't sit in an unlocked car. I grew up in a home where we always locked the front door. It was always bolted. And I had friends who thought it was ridiculous. So we live in a safe area, whatever. But then at one point there was a rash of home burglaries during the day. And my neighbors were all robbed and we were not. When someone comes to rob a house, they often will just try the door. If it's locked, they'll move on to the next one to find an easier mark. They will eventually probably break in somewhere, but if they can find the weak link, that's the way they'll go. Similarly, if someone have this violent urge to do something horrible, if a firearm is the easy thing to pick up, like an unlocked door would be easiest to open, then that's what they will use. Why not make it harder to pick that up and instead have them going, oh, here's a steak knife, I can't do much with that. Why not try to at least limit the damage? Yes, it's the person pulling the trigger, but why are we making it so easy to have such easy access? Why are we keeping essentially the doors unlocked and just beckoning in these people who are going to do horrible things? Anything that could make it just a little bit harder for people who shouldn't have their hands on these things to get them. We have no problem getting insurance and having a driver's training and a license for vehicles. But a 12-year-old could own one of these things and use it, or at least very minimum have access to it when their parents do. All these loopholes for not having things registered. What are we doing? That is completely bonkers. Will it completely eliminate things if we put in just a couple of simple things? No, we'll probably still have issues. That's not a reason to not try to do something to lock a door. Make it less easy for somebody to have that breakdown and grab the most deadly thing. Make them grab something else, a baseball bat, and hurt, again, one person instead of 35. Why make it easy? Make it harder. As a woman, that's kind of what we do. We try to minimize the ease that someone could try to attack us and hurt us. Not that it would get eliminated entirely. We've watched the news all too well to know that that's not going to happen. Some women are going to get targeted, women are going to be attacked. But you do what you can to lower your risk. Don't make it easy for the bad guys to do their thing. Lock your doors. So let's lock our proverbial doors. Make grabbing the pew-pew harder. So when bad guys do bad things, that's not the thing that they can easily just pick up and cause severe damage with. Seems pretty common sense to me.